Hello friends and welcome back to Happy Heart Gardens. So fun new project. Can you see I'm standing next to this giant box? This is for the Manpukuji carrots and I'm probably saying that wrong. I've grown them for a few years now and this year I am going all in. I am trying to see if I can get a 5-foot carrot. So like I said, I think this is my third time growing these. First time I planted too late, didn't really have great, they grew, had some carrots, but nothing crazy. Last year I had one that was 42 inches long. It was my longest one, which was actually the length of my box that we had built. We had built a special box. So we had built a special box, and like I said, we went, the length of the carrot was the whole 42 inches. However, it was kind of skinny. All the carrots were skinny. I just didn't thin them out enough. Totally my own fault. So this year I've decided I am going for it and I'm going to thin them out. But let me turn this around and show you what we got going on. So my husband built this gorgeous box. It's 60 inches tall because like I said, I want to try to get a 5-foot long carrot. And then the inside dimensions are 18 by 36. It's made out of cedar because I'm down here in the south, so we have a termite problem, so we're hoping this will last a few years. And then this is also just like metal building tin that we've used. So he did a great job building this box. But now for the fun part of filling it up. So I'm going to do a couple different things to fill it up. Carrots like soft, loose soil. So I have some potting mix, but of course, as you can see, it's very big. We think we calculated it to be about 22 cubic feet on the inside as far as how much soil it needs. So that could get expensive. So I'm going to do a mix of just some local compost that's pretty cheap that I get in a bag along with some peat moss, which I don't like to use on the regular, but this is actually the first time I've ever bought it. So I'm going to mix in some of that and then mix in the potting soil as well along with some fertilizer. Now typically carrots themselves don't like a ton of fertilizer. So yeah, typically your carrots aren't going to want a ton of nutrition. That can end up just getting too many like green leafy tops, but not good sized carrots. But I found with these Manpukujis that they really can take more fertilizer. I don't go crazy, but I definitely do a little bit more than I do with my regular carrots. So let me go ahead and show you the seed packet. So this is them here. I get these from Baker Creek. I'm sure other places have them as well. And this is a Japanese carrot, or comes from Japan. Like I said, it can get, the packet, it says 2 feet, but if you do some research online, it says 5 to 6 feet, given the right conditions, which is why we built this massive container to try to really get those nice, long, thick ones. And again, light, fluffy soil, and they like cooler weather. So I think another problem that I had was the first time I grew them, I planted in December. Just the timing was off. Got some carrots, but they weren't fantastic. Second time last year, I started them in October, mid-October like I am now. Much better, but like I said, I didn't thin them enough, my own fault. So now third time around, hopefully third time's the charm, I'm going to plant them at the right time. I'm going to fertilize and hopefully give them the right conditions to really get me some really nice, awesome looking epic carrots. So like I said, we're just going to go ahead and get this filled up. I think my husband's going to help me because as you can see, it's just about as tall as me. I'm 5'6", so that's pretty wild. Otherwise, I'll stand on my golf cart or I'll go get like a step stool or something like that. But I think he's going to help me, and we're just going to layer, like I mentioned, the Coast of Maine potting mix along with the just local cheap compost, which was really just like a lot of wood products, like really fine ground mulch and wood mulch. What else? The all-purpose fertilizer, the bone meal, and the peat moss. So yeah, we're just going to kind of layer that all in. I'm going to like mix it up as we go and hopefully get a nice fluffy, loose soil that these carrots are going to be happy in. Thanks so much for being here and watching. I hope you will follow along. give this a like and a follow if you're not already, so that way you can watch these guys grow and hopefully you can watch me harvest a 5 foot long carrot. Let's hope, fingers crossed. But anyways, have a great night and happy growing, friends.